Welcome, everyone, to the 6 Degrees of Esports podcast. I'm Rob,
I'm Casey.
and we're here to talk about everything connected to the world of esports. So, on today's episode, we're going to be we'll be discussing about the upcoming $2.5 million Apex Legends Global Series, referred to as the ALGS, organized global reach of organizations, and the Fortnite 2.7 update. Might be a few other little topics sprinkled in there, but thanks for joining us, and let's jump right in. Casey, how's it going?
Yep. Mic test. What's up? Apex Legends, great game, exciting tournament. We got to experience some cracked out players over these past couple of weekends with NRG taking the lead there, and TSM really not that far behind them. Definitely something that is going to be a heated competition this upcoming weekend, which that is, correct me if I'm wrong, that is going to be the final final weekend for this whole shebang, right?
Absolutely. So they started the ALGS back months ago with qualifiers, and just over the last 2.5, 3 weeks, they've done 3-day qualifiers for the finals, and it's been 4 squads in the north. We're going to talk north mostly about the North American scene right now. They did brackets with different groups, and just this past weekend they just finished up. They got their top 20 teams that will be going into this weekend's competition, and they're playing for $2.5 million. How did we get there? So in late May, they decided, Respawn and EA put out, hey, we're going to do $1 million, and then we're going to be prize pooling with the community with a round of skins that came out only for about 10 days that they put these skins out. Can you believe that? Other competitions leading up to their finals have done like months and months of skin releases. They did 10 days, and they acquired just over 1.5 additional dollars. $1.5. Yeah, $1.50. And I put in $1 of it. $1.5 million additionally into the prize pool from the community. So that's amazing to see now. A good portion of the 100 million unique players that Apex has, like, contributing to that prize pool, showing that they want the game around, that they want to see this game continue, and they want to see their pro scene grow. So I'm excited about it. Like you said, we have incredibly proficient teams that have been in the scene for a while. Obviously, NRG really took the show this past couple of weeks and showed like they are the number one top dog like team to beat. I think they were ahead by over about 70 points or so, 70 to 100 points above the rest of the field. But there's some like really amazing teams that don't even have like sponsors, don't even have an organization. In particular, my little phony. They're a team to look out for. They're a dark horse.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to describe them. The dark horse for My Little Phony. But in all jokes aside, they came in third overall in points. So they're there to compete. Like, they are kicking ass, taking names.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like not afraid of the competition. But I mean, you have your classic names there. You have CLG, you have Team Liquid, G2. Like, this is the tournament that you want to be in if you're one of those top Apex players. And My Little Phony, like, they are showing up, taking names. Like, they're kicking butt. They had 179 points overall, and yes, they are behind NRG, but you never know what could happen over the weekend. NRG could just try to 50-50 their first couple of games, and it just doesn't work out, and they miss out on some points. Will they do that? Probably not. Like, they have such a wide margin. They could honestly play it safe for probably this upcoming weekend and still come out ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta be wary of teams like TSM, where it's just their in-game leader, Imperial Hall. Tell me if I'm saying that wrong,
Hell,
but damn it.
1L.
He like
So they say
did
they were in a good position,
yeah.
TSM, to win one of those games over by Tree. It was game 3. They were stuck in, so it's outside of Tree, just a little bit to the side in between launch site and Tree. They're in that little truck, and they're in between two teams. They, four, I think it was 4 Gibraltars in that fight. They all threw down their domes. They had a chance to win that game. They got a little crushed and pinched by multiple teams, but they put themselves at end game. I think 4 out of 6 of the games.
Yeah,
So I mean they're right there, and it's all about positioning. I mean, so we'll see what teams put themselves in the right spot, but really it's just sometimes it throws up to a little bit of luck. Who engages who first, and who's trying to take out someone if they know they're in the right position. So I'm looking forward to a good finals.
You know what I wanted to see more? I want to see more Lobas. I just want to see more Lobas. I know people just hate on her for whatever reason. I don't understand it. But in my opinion, if you have a Gibraltar and you're just hanging out and you know that there's free, easy loot right over there, you're a little low on ammo.
Well, Loba just kind of forecasts where she's going. People know where you're going. When you throw out that cue, I mean, it's a good cue. It teleports you somewhere, but I mean, people see it, and it's basically a beacon saying, "Hey, I'm going over there." And also, you can't bring your team with you.
Yeah, it's true. Like you're really a solo player at that point. But
I mean, the loot is good though. The loot, and one team actually brought Loba in the finals. There's, I think, 13 unique characters used. There's a good crypto comp in there. There's a Revenant comp that was being run for a little bit that was getting a lot of points when I think it was My Little Phony was the team that was using it. But it was multiple legends were used, and I mean that's why I'm excited to see people using as many of the legends as they can, coming up with unique comps based on their gameplay. That's the cool thing about Apex right now. Different play styles are meshing together, and people are being more aggressive than they usually were. Even though there's a lot of sitting around in the early game. There's a lot of positioning battles, but
I mean, there's a lot of sitting around in the late game too. But when you have to rotate and those zones are moving, whoo, that's the spiciness right there. That's what you play for, is the in betweens, and then trying to beam somebody while they're trying to rotate into zone and you're holding them out of zone. Like, we're gonna see a lot of that this upcoming weekend. So if you want to see some cracked out plays, guys, just go take a look.
Check it out. I think it's this Saturday, this Sunday. Should be a good time. Any who are your picks? Who are your top 3? Who are you coming with?
I'm not gonna go with any surprises here. Right. I'm liking TSM. I like NRG. And I mean, My Little Phony, like, they're obviously there. I don't want to say like the top 3 right now are going to remain top 3, so I'm going to go a little bit of a different switch and say G2 is able to take that 3rd place spot. But yeah, I think NRG is going to take it off. What about you?
I think people are going to show up this weekend. I think they're going to bring their best. I got to go NRG number 1. I'm going to go TSM number 2. And I'm going to actually go CLG number 3. Ooh. I think CLG really shows up and plays out of their mind. They got Lou, Madnix, and Vaxlon. They're really good individual players. I think they can put it all together and pull off a top 5, but I'm putting them at 3. So we'll see what happens.
That just shows just how strong Group A is. Because that had TSM, My Little Phony, and CLG all within that group. And it's just, those guys are monsters. No wonder it's got like the lowest points in that group as well. It's just tough to get out, especially if you're competing against all these other teams that are just so dominant. But yeah, We'll see what actually happens.
Yeah. So, I mean, rolling kind of into our next little subject, you know, organizations that have this big reach, and it actually shows as Apex is a good example of it. This is the North American finals, but we got teams from all over the place competing.
Yeah.
We have G2, which is a European organization. Um, for the most part, you see a lot of North American, but Obey Alliance. Obey comes from Europe as well, I believe. But for the most part, these are some lower tier orgs, but it's great to see that a lot of them are here.
Yeah, I mean, kind of
Even
like a side note, not necessarily a side note, but like a transition into that. Like the global reach is it's definitely it's important not only for the company and being able to spread out how many people you're actually having it as a fan base just helps you become a bigger organization, of course. But it also helps find that talent, that diamond in the rough, that player who isn't as well known, but they're the next big thing. And being able to go to places like Brazil or like even Africa or something like to where they're not able to get that exposure compared to like a Korean team. It's definitely different, and for me as an American, like I didn't realize just how many other teams that are out there, like Rainbow Six Siege, as an example. They have so many different organizations all throughout the world, and being able to have uh, different champions year after year from different areas is it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, this year is no exception to that. They had this is I think their sixth championship. They had a European organization and a North American organization both playing under Brazilian teams. So they're both Brazilian teams in this finals. It was NIP versus Team Liquid. That was the finals, and both teams are from Brazil. They're both in that uh, Rainbow Six ecosystem. They're both Latin American teams, but the organizations obviously NIP from Europe and Team Liquid from America. They're playing under that, so that exposure and the passion behind their fans when they've been in like previous finals is, I mean, they're diehard Team Liquid, diehard NIP fans, and that's amazing for Brazilian esports, for Brazilian Rainbow Six, and it's amazing for their organizations. They're just growing their fan base. They're growing their reach. They're able to sell more merchandise, and it's better exposure. So sometimes people don't quite understand why they go across the regions to pick up teams, but it's really that reach that they're looking for and to grow their fan base. So it's amazing to see. And this year makes it that in Rainbow Six, champions have now come from Europe, North America, and Brazil. So, I mean, we just got to get that oceanic region going for the next couple of years, build them up. And maybe they'll make it into the finals, coming up soon. But Rainbow Six has been a growing game for years. I think last year is considered a top tier esport when we were doing live events. So I know it took a step back in the last year to like a tier 2 considered esport by some, but I mean, I just see it growing, getting stronger. The game's getting better. So
Shout out
yeah,
to Ninjas in Pajamas for taking that championship.
absolutely. Yeah, they had a great run. They actually didn't drop out of the winners bracket the entire time. So I mean, 4 straight wins, 2-1 over BD, 2 over FaZe Clan, 2-1 over MBR, and then a 3-2. Kind of actually a really good game. They went up 2-0, then it was 2-2, and then they finally won against Team Liquid in the finals. Good, really good finals. Good, it usually is with Rainbow. So yeah, just a good year for them. Good look back at that game as well.
Yeah, definitely. Don't really have too much more to say about that outside of just I'm excited about the growth and the opportunity for these different organizations and for these players, and I mean really for the fans. It's the better the competition is, the more people are going to be attracted to it. Really, like if you're putting out uh like take football for example, NFL.
Mm-hmm.
If you're putting out something like historically terrible, obviously you're gonna get the loyalists that are out there. That I don't want to badmouth any teams, but we take shots on this show.
Every
If you're
week, apparently.
if you're a
I don't want
Detroit
to.
Lions
I don't want to tear
fan,
these people apart, but
like if you're a
hey,
Detroit
if there's
Lions
someone
fan,
to do
like
it, it's gonna be you. You
don't-
get in there.
Yeah.
Get in there.
If you're a Lions fan, your team sucks.
It's just known. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
a thing, right? It's undeniable.
So that's why, like, you're not gonna get those primetime games because the product that you're putting out is garbage. But I mean, they
Shots.
try. I can't say they don't try, but they try.
Everyone tries, but there's no participation awards, is there?
Nope. We don't pull punches. But that's the same thing with esports. Like, if you're putting out teams that just aren't competing and they're not entertaining, they don't win anything. Like, that's why people want to watch TSM, CLG, Cloud9. Like, while TSM has had some down years, a few years, but they're always trying to get that advantage. And then it might be 1 year they're out. Next year they're going to be in that competition. They're going to be right there. And that's not necessarily speaking specifically for Rainbow Six. That's just more of a broad overgeneralization there. But yeah, like compared to the Lions, you'll have your loyalist fans for them, same like TSM and all these other organizations. But if you look at something like the Packers or the Patriots, like the Patriots consistently get these brand new fans just because they're in it each year, and like kids growing up watching football be like, oh yeah, I'm a Patriots fan. It's like, what? You're from Louisiana. Shut up. Be a Saints fan. Like
that might go for a lot of the Northeast shots fired at them. You know,
pew, pew.
Not particularly looking at Boston at all, but yeah. Well, anyway. Those teams have had good runs over the last 20 years, so you expect a lot of fans to be developed out of it. Like the previous 10 years with the Yankees, you know, there's a lot of Yankee fans around that you just popped up out of nowhere. I haven't seen them recently. But shout outs to the Yankees. I'm a Yankees fan. Fan in general of the NL East, AL East. So, but yeah, you see that a lot, and that fandom kind of builds when a team's good, right? When a team's good, you know, people want to watch a winner, and when they're not familiar with a sport or an esport, they're gonna go with one of those bigger brands. So sure.
You know what fan base is never gonna grow?
No, who?
Detroit.
Oh, jeez, God.
I
hope we don't hear from them. I'm sorry.
Quick
sorry,
side
Detroit.
note. I saw this really funny video. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's kind of old. Videos trashing Cleveland, talking about how shitty their city is. But at the very end of the video, it sums it all up, and it's like, at least we're not Detroit. Got him. But yeah, that's how I feel about Detroit. Sorry.
Well, you know, I mean, I kind of became a Browns fan when they decided to give away free beer after their first win. I thought that was a cool idea.
Cool.
Shout outs, Bud Light.
Yeah.
Great promotion for them. I respected them when they did that. I don't know who I respected more: the Browns for finally getting a win, or Bud Light for making good on their marketing promise.
They had like coolers of Bud Light locked.
Chained up.
I think it was like for weeks. I think it was like
I think it was
like 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh yeah.
It was a significant amount of time. But as soon as they got that win, it like unlocked, and
Let it
I
fly.
just remember the videos coming out, and people went fucking wild. Like they went insane. And I'm like, guys, calm down. It's only Bud Light. But like still, just the hype
Free
of
is
getting
free.
a win. Yeah, exactly. It was like their first win in almost 2 years. Which, yikes.
Hey,
But hey,
we're in a different place now with all those teams.
Yeah.
So,
well, except for the Lions.
I don't know how we got here, but bring it back on the tracks.
Yeah, bring it back.
Bring it back on the tracks. What do we got next?
Yeah, just quick little topic that I wanted to bring up. Microsoft almost bought Discord. So I don't know how you felt about this. For me personally, when I first saw the idea, I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So a big company is going to own Discord. Like, all right, cool. And then like it kind of really sunk in that same company owns like Microsoft Edge, and they think that's a good product. And like they had Internet Explorer for the longest time, and they thought that was a good product. And I mean, Discord for me, like obviously, like we're using Discord right now to help with our podcast, and it's great. But for me, like it's great on its own. Like, do they need help? Maybe. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But when I initially saw the news, it was like, cool. Oh shit! Like I don't want Microsoft to fuck this up.
Are we in an infinite time loop? That's all I'd like to ask.
What?
Exactly. So Microsoft previously bought Skype. They bought Skype. So is this happening again? Are they going to buy another chatting platform and run it straight into the ground? I don't want to see it. I don't know if the deal's dead. I know there was interest. I saw articles of interest. I mean, Skype is what everyone used to use. That was like the chatting platform where you could have like group chats and stuff. I mean, they bought that and it died. Now, what I think it could do for Microsoft, I don't know, fix Xbox Live Chat for once and for all. I can't even log onto my PC and chat with people on Xbox through their own app on Microsoft on a PC. That's how bad Microsoft Xbox Live Chat is compatible with the Xbox Microsoft app on a PC running Windows.
I don't want
so
Discord to turn into that.
Could make me so I could talk to just people on the internet. Like, hallelujah, I'll take it.
It is 2021.
It's 2021.
You should be able to do that.
And I can't even talk to people on Xbox from my PC.
Yeah, last that I heard,
consistently,
it was a 10 billion with a B,
$10
$10 billion
$10 billion.
Sorry, I should say $10 billion proposal because it never actually ended up with the deal. Microsoft, it's a $2 trillion company, so $10 billion, it's not that much.
It's not
money.
enough. That's not enough.
I mean, $10 billion for Discord, like
it's not enough.
Sheesh.
I don't. Let's see. What did Facebook pay? And here's to my next kind of little thing about it is, you want to make it out there? Just make a chatting app. Just make a chat. I don't know if it's text and it's encrypted. Great. If it's a voice chat, great. Now Discord improved upon Skype by making like servers. What's the next evolution? If you can do that, you want $10 billion or more? Just do that. Oh.
Yep. Pause champ. Waiting.
How much?
Yep.
And
here we go. Updating news.
$16 billion.
Oof. That's how much Facebook paid for a chatting app?
$4 billion in cash, No big deal. Here's 4 billion cash and
I
12
carry that
billion
around.
in Facebook shares. Okay, so that's a lot. That's definitely worth a lot more now. That was February 2014. They
Oh,
acquired them for that much.
yeah, especially if they kept those shares. Like I know those have fluctuated within the past couple of years, but they have definitely increased over the past 7. That's nice.
I mean, 16 billion in 2014, and now you're talking 10 billion for Discord. It's got to be worth more than WhatsApp.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
maybe
But yeah,
I don't know. I know
with
WhatsApp
Discord,
had a global reach. I don't know what the reach of Discord is. Does it go to other countries? Well, I know
yeah,
it goes to Europe, but like, does it go to Asia? Somewhere over there? South Asia?
I'm not too familiar with how many people worldwide use Discord. I mean, it is extremely popular. They're able to generate $130 million in revenue just within 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's up almost 50 million from 2019. So that trajectory, like that just shows me like that company's making bank. Where they get all that money from, I have no idea, because the beauty about Discord is you don't really have ads. Like you don't, like I don't have an ad on my Discord screen, but I guess like that, is that from like Turbo? Like people
Paying for
I don't really
Turbo,
know.
yeah, because servers are become. I mean, that's where communities meet. So like, people are putting, you don't have to put that much money into a Turbo account or like a little bit extra on Discord to have that. I mean, it's a freedom to have Discord for free, but then just to put in a little more money, you unlock so much more server potential. I mean, that could be, it's very user friendly. So, I mean, that's where people build their communities.
But yeah,
So it's got that value.
As of right now, there's no deal with Microsoft. Hopefully, as a user of the Discord app, and as I guess a gamer, whatever, I really don't. I don't want to see it go through. I don't want to see it go through at all. No offense to Microsoft. Actually, I don't care if you're offended.
The negatives outweigh the positive on this one. I agree.
Yeah,
I don't want them
really
to buy them.
Yeah.
Especially since I don't use my Xbox that much these days anyways.
Yeah.
All right, that'll bring us to our last topic of the day. Season 2.7 of Fortnite.
Yeah. Season 7, Chapter 2.
Oh,
I like to call
7.2. Sorry.
What?
You wrote 2.7.
No. Yeah.
Season 2, Chapter 7. There you go.
No.
Chapter 2, Season 7.
It's Season 7 of Chapter 2. So
exactly. That's what I said that.
It's
right?
basically Season 17.
There you go.
Anyway.
Clarify in the notes for me next time.
Season 7, Chapter 2. Season Chapter 7.
All right, we're on the second island. What do we got? What do we got brewing out there?
So we got alien.
Yeah, freaking love aliens.
I wish I could had this ready. That History Channel guy.
We'll put him in there.
Alien.
That guy, he'll be in there.
Yeah, so aliens.
So they've arrived.
Flying saucers. There's a few new weapons. Bringing back some old weapons. Tons of new skins. Battle Pass is pretty wild. I am blanking on this character's name, but he is.
Is it Dr. Sloan?
Yeah.
Got it.
What is he from?
I don't know, but it's the Imagined Order. That's what he's called, the Imagined Order.
Yeah, like the I don't know, crazy cartoon doctor. He is actually like
You're talking about Rick?
Animated. Is that his name?
Rick and Morty, Rick?
I am.
All I know is Rick is in this,
Boomer
and I might actually
right now.
So Boomer, What do you mean?
Yeah, because I don't know who this guy is. I feel like a boomer.
I think we have to end the podcast. Not just now. I think we just have to quit the entire thing because you don't know who Rick from Rick and freaking Morty is. Are you kidding me?
I don't watch the show.
A
I don't watch
boomer?
cartoons.
That is one of the best shows out there.
I don't watch
It is
cartoons.
one of the funniest. You don't watch cartoons, you watch anime.
I watch Naruto. That is a mandate for every gamer. They have to watch Naruto.
God, I can't have this in my life. Go watch Rick and Morty. You will laugh your freaking ass off.
I'm sure I will.
I can't say much more on that. It's you have to watch it. It'll tie this all together for you, and you'll love it. Who's the doctor? Oh, I thought it was some character that they like made up. And you're like, I forgot the doctor. Dude, it's Rick. It's
Anyway.
Pickle Rick. So
But they have
hopefully a Pickle Rick skin, by the way. So we got Rick in there. Is he a main? So he's like a character in there as well, like part of the storyline.
I believe he is one of the first characters that you get to unlock when you get the battle pass. Because I saw season just came out yesterday. Today's the 9th. Just came out on the 8th. I saw plenty of Ricks just roaming around, having a good time, getting bopped.
I might actually go play Fortnite just to play as Rick. That's how cool I think Rick is. And I want the skin. Like, can I get it by, is it in the Battle Pass?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll probably buy the Battle Pass then. So we got the aliens. They're coming in to fight for the island. New guns. I saw they have, so first of all, I saw on Twitter, people flying around a spaceship, just dive bombing structures and just flattening people. Is that a thing?
I haven't gotten my umbrella just yet.
That gives
I
me...
have been cocked by so many flying spaceships because they could just laser beam you with this like giant orb that comes out and just destroys all of your structures. So yeah, it is really frustrating. It feels like they brought back helicopters, but helicopters that could shoot. So I mean, it's cool if you're in it, but
I mean helicopters, yeah. But I'm having PTSD flashbacks to mechs.
Oh,
are you not having PTSD to mechs and just flying up in the air and crushing people's souls and just stomping them? Like that was when the game was getting real out of control, right? So it's not that bad. It seems that bad.
They do suck. Like it is really frustrating, but it's not that bad yet.
Okay. So
I mean,
another thing I saw. Well, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, just real quick. Maybe it will get that bad, and people just haven't used or learned how to use the flying saucers properly. They do seem pretty OP because I tried to shoot these guys out of the sky, and I think I used like, I don't know, at least 200, 250 like bullets on it. Probably hit a majority of my shots because they're fucking massive. I have no idea how much HP they have. Like, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, moving on.
And they can pick up objects like cars and fling them at people and kill them, right?
That's really annoying too. Yeah. I had that happen to me. Yeah.
And guns I saw obviously, and this one killed me. This gave me flashbacks to so many games that have tried to pull this gun off. Railgun. Shooting through walls. That's what I saw. Are we now shooting through structures that Fortnite is so known for?
So I haven't had the shooting through walls just yet. I totally believe you. Maybe I just missed that gun. But yeah, the rail gun, I got to use that. I think I'm thinking of the same gun, and it doesn't do a ton of damage. It does about the same damage as an SMG, but like it shoots a lot faster, and it's a freaking laser beam. Like it just shoots like the straightest that I've ever had any of the guns in Fortnite shoot. It's not, I don't want to say it's OP. I was shooting at a little bit of a range, so maybe it's going to be better just for close combat, but yeah, the thing is, it's a laser beam.
Says shoot through structures with the railgun. That's the quote I'm pulling off the website. So that's terrifying, especially for. I mean, how's this update going to affect competitive play? Is this going to kind of like shake things to like a really bad situation again? I know it got there with like helicopters. It got there with like mechs. Could this be one where like the competitive community is like, come on, dude, what are we doing? What's going on over here? I got a $100,000 box fight, and I got this guy just shooting me right through the wall.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, the competitive scene, in my opinion, it's weird because like it goes down to like literally until the zone closes, like into nothing. And I personally like I don't really like that. Like I would rather see gunfights more often. Like I know the whole thing, all these fanatics are gonna be crying out right now. It's like, well, Fortnite is about building, though. It's like,
it's a
yeah,
building
but
simulator. That's what it is.
it's a battle royale. It's not a building royale.
It is a building royale. That's exactly what it is.
Shit.
Guns have nothing to do with the game. It's a build off.
If you could,
they should have it on HGTV.
Take guns out of the game, and if you could lock the opponent out of the zone and kill them that way, that's how you win the game.
I think people are too good at building for that. Have you seen some of the builders in that game?
Get better.
So the best part about this update that I read, so the last thing that they put on there is create your own alien. And that gets me actually excited because they say with the Battle Pass, you can unlock like the customizable, it's called a Chimera outfit. I guess that's what the aliens are called, possibly. But you can, for the first time, sculpt your alien. You can find artifacts and then mix and match different head shapes, eye colors, skin patterns, and then like customizable, I guess, things that you wear, like outfits and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. That's probably the first time you can actually really customize, besides like getting a skin and it evolves, like you can actually like create your own alien. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know that. Within the past few seasons they had the Fortnite fashion shows, and that was a huge hit, so I could definitely see them potentially coming back with people being able to customize their own aliens, and being able to have themselves look crazy with different colors and patterns and all that. I think that could potentially bring back those Fortnite fashion shows, which those got surprisingly entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. So being able to have a return of that would be kind of fun.
Okay, hear me out. Now that I hear about this fashion show, customize your own alien. Whoever gets the closest to looking like a real alien gets $1 million.
But what does a real alien look like, Rob? Let me ask you.
Well, funny you should ask. Maybe soon we'll know. Because conspiracy theory alert. I think it's kind of interesting that Fortnite released their update in June. You said June 8th the other day. The same month that the Pentagon and Congress are supposed to be releasing documents about UFOs. Is that a coincidence? Are they just preparing gamers for UFO time?
You know, I heard that the CEO of Epic actually works for the Pentagon. So, I mean, it's not a coincidence.
Do not come to my door. Go to Casey's door. I didn't say anything about the CEO of Epic. It was all Casey's fault. I just thought it was interesting. You know, they developed these months and months ahead of time, so
shit.
they could have.
Getting swatted. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
Oh, it'd be a lot worse than getting swatted, I promise. Men in black coats. Men in black coats are coming. I just thought it was interesting that Fortnite released that at the same time as as you know, they're supposed to be releasing these documents about supposed UFOs and footage they have and things like that. You know, just thought they were prepping us a little bit. So hey, maybe a Fortnite. This is how they release it to the world. They have a Fortnite fashion show, create your own alien contest, sponsored by US Gov. Don't tell me weirder things couldn't happen. If that's not the weirdest thing that could happen,
you get a free battle pass if you get closest to the alien.
$1 million battle pass.
You get Fortnite bucks if you get it correctly.
$1 million Fortnite skin. Boom. No more Fortnite. So yeah, it's gonna do it for today. I think we got into a ton of fun stuff, and man, we really went all over the board today. Thanks for being here with me, Casey. Thanks for talking about it.
Yeah. Thanks, Rob, for just having a grand old time with all of this. Love checking us out. You can hear us on all the usual listening spots, Spotify. Still getting up that iTunes. Freaking so annoying.
Coming up to iTunes soon. If you have any troubleshooting advice, please shoot us over on Twitter, TikTok. That's where you can find us. Reach out on the socials, say hey, and yeah, share it around. Thanks a lot for being here for episode 3, and we'll see you next week for episode 4.
Peace.
Peace.